It has actually not been that long since the group debut, but they have already had a bunch of articles about them, both good and bad. We can say that they are really popular now, but with fame, it also comes criticism in all areas. But in this channel, since we focus mainly in beauty and fashion, how about we see all the problems with AESPA Outfits? With just a few comebacks, one will think that there will not be too much to talk about. But when all eyes are on you because of addictive songs, great performances, the history of your company, or any other reason, well, it is obvious that there will be some interesting news coming out. But you decide whether this should really be considered problematic or not, and whether they should change something, maybe their curdy or not. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Like in any other K-pop group, one of the first things that people judge is the outfits. And we understand that nowadays many groups have specific concepts that make their overall image be a bit more exaggerated than normal. However, for many netizens, this is not an excuse for a stylist to give unattractive outfits. And for a group like AESPA, that their concept is very unique and looks for a virtual and digital aesthetic, it shouldn't surprise that much that netizens criticize their outfits a lot. I have seen countless photos of the bad outfits of the groups. Nonetheless, it is surprising that many of the articles that cite people not liking their outfits or thinking the stylist is not good has to do with their red carpet or special events outfits, which will make us think that the company and their team would be more careful about their image. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. I have found articles about their strange outfits for the 2020 SBS Gallo de June. Netizens said that the stylist gave them plain and unattractive outfits. And I have to say, for both Giselle and Ning Ning, the lines of their outfits weren't the most favorable ones. The girls were also said to have terrible outfits for their Savage comeback press conference. The members used suits and blazers, and while the idea of making them look like boss women is good, there were some complaints that the clothes just made them look older. And this same comment came for their appearance at the 2021 AAA's red carpet. And in this case, I have to agree that the silhouette of some of those clothes were a bit too much for the girls. Just look at Giselle and Winter. And the article that I found to be the most curious one was the one claiming that netizens say that AESPA was wearing children's-sized clothes because they are too short and small. But what do you think? Are all of these claims reasonable? Or people should cut AESPA's stylists some slack? What it shouldn't be accepted, however, is the plagiarism. Unfortunately, AESPA has had several controversies for this, and not only regarding their outfits. First, it was their debut photo teasers that a photographer, Brian Hahn, stated had copied from his work with the magazine. At the end, the company asked the photographer to work with AESPA on their comeback of Next Level. And unfortunately, this didn't stop here. AESPA once again raised criticism for plagiarism of their concept photos for Savage, for wearing headpieces that plagiarized the look of the photos of British designer James Mary's previous work. And these are only some examples. There have been several other plagiarism accusations. But SM doesn't seem to be getting the message. In any case, do you approve of the way SM handles the situations? They tend to give work on the next comeback to the designer or artist that complains of being plagiarized. They have also done this before with Red Velvet. Maybe companies should have more consequences for copying other artists and designers? Tell me your thought in the comment section down below. But to continue with the video, now I have to mention a problem that most groups seem to have and which makes some of the fans complain. There is this thinking that there is always a worse-dressed member by the stylist in each group. And in the case of AESPA, people point towards two members in particular. Giselle and Ning Ning have had instances where their outfits were lacking according to their fans. Here you can see it. Yeah, I do agree that many times the stylists don't seem to find the right clothes for idols that have either an apple or a rectangular body shape. Or, if we go by Kibi, that have more of a soft natural or natural kind of vibe. And that is bad. I wish they could pay more attention to them. Which takes me to the next point. I haven't seen these claims as often as the worst dressed members. But there are also some netizens and fans saying that there is a member that is frequently best dressed in the group by the stylist. A preference, either by the crew or the company. For the case of AESPA, they say that often Karina receives the best outfits, or the ones that stand out the most in a good way. Here you can see it. I have to say that differentiating a member with a better outfit or clothes with a different color from the others is something that happens more or less regularly in K-pop. It is usually the member with the center position, or the most popular at the time, that has this kind of treatment. However, I do agree that some groups do it more blatantly than others, and that this practice is not always good. I assume that for aesthetic and design purposes, they are creating some kind of focal point when they give a distinctive outfit to one of the members. But nonetheless, this is bound to create tensions both between the fans and even the members of the group. Then again, what do you guys think? The last point of this video is one that has recently been mentioned quite a lot. Netizens have criticized the group stylists once again for dressing AESPA with outfits that are too similar to Blackpink's outfits. Specifically during the promotions the group had in the US, including their presentation in Coachella. People started complaining that the group was using outfits very similar to the ones used by Blackpink in their own Coachella performance. Some people don't have too much issue with the similarities between the groups, but many others, especially the fans of each, see it as something that is wrong and shouldn't be done. Then again, whether AESPA is really copying or using Blackpink as an inspiration, it is still questionable. And, if it was true, wouldn't it be considered good to be the influence of the new generation of girl groups? It could also be possible that once again SM is taking too much inspiration from others' work. Or it could simply be that Korean fashion for idols is not that different because the concept shares similarities, and the trends are followed by everyone. Whatever you prefer to think, what it is true is that I have seen many comments on YouTube and other platforms attacking a group for having similarities to other groups. And I don't think that is good. I found it more interesting when I can find similarities, especially between an old and new generation. But maybe that's only me. Hope you liked the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.